Hello everyone, I am sure you are well aware of information system. You have understood the concepts of information system, different type of information systems and the use of information system. Different use of information system in different levels of management decision making. Now, it is a time to discuss how information system is developed, how information system is designed or used in different levels design, how information system is extended, how information system is modified. So, there are certain steps of information system development and we will discuss all the steps of information system development. We will take the help of a system development life cycle and this module will try to understand different types of system development life cycle. What is life cycle, system methodology, steps in different methodologies and different variants of system information system methodology or system development life cycle. So, let us start with system development life cycle approach. This is the main methodology which is used in this system development and we will also discuss various advantages and disadvantages of each model. So, what is development of information system? What do you mean by development of or information system or design of information system? It is also known as system development, implementation of software or information system. It can be either you design information system or you extend information system or you modify the information system. So, you must follow a system life cycle plan. It is a life cycle. If you see this model, there are couple of phases. It starts with systems planning and then system analysis, then the system design, then the system implementation and once it is implemented the system is maintained. It is a life cycle. So, its cycle is one type of model by which we explain different phases of development. Cycle does not exist in reality. It is a model by which try to understand different stages. So, what are the stages of this life cycle? It is basically a structured approach of planning, requirement determination or is known as system analysis and then design and implementation and finally, it leads to maintenance of the information system. Now, this methodology aim to reduce the risk of information system design, different type of phases. So, all aim to have different objectives. So, let us start one by one phase. So, let us understand the planning phase, why planning is required. So, in order to design one information system, you must understand where the information system requirement comes from, who requires information system. In an organization, there are different type of people are there, the bottom level, the top level, the middle level. Anyone can raise the requirement information system requirements. We need one information system, we need a software. System analysis design not only means information system, it also talks about the software. So, a software is also designed following the process which you are going to discuss today. Now, in the planning phase, different members of the hierarchy, let it be lowest level or middle level or top level or steering committee or can be board member, say that we need one information system or we need to modify the information system, we need to extend the information system which is existing. So, in that case, the lower level whatever information system coming from may be short term and the people who are giving their requirements that we need one information system or software may be strategic or long term vision. So, and the middle level may be having some problem in monitoring, management of people or some assets of the organization or the customers, they also raise the requirement of any need of an information systems. So, this is the way how various information systems are basically proposed by different stakeholders of the organization. It can be the lowest level, middle level or the top level, but their priorities are different, their requirements are different, their objectives are different, they have their own understanding of the information system. So, for example, top level expect one type of information system that is aimed to the long term view of the organization, long term requirement of the organization, whereas the bottom top people, they want some immediate help from the information system. They want to modify or design one information system that is immediate requirement. They do not see the entire organization point of view, they do not see the strategic point of view. So, they just see the implementation or the lowest level view, that how can I get the advantage, that is their view. Middle management view is between the operational level and the top level. So, their also objectives are different. So, all three are different, but then management has to take a call which system has to be designed first. So, the priority matters. How do they decide how do they decide which operating system, information system to be designed? So, in this case they try to prioritize the information system, the design which information system will be required first for the organization or for the top level, bottom level or the middle level. So, in this case how are they going to prioritize this system? So, first of all they say what is their long term objective, short term objective, they evaluate in terms of information system, how much revenue it generate, how much it solve the organizational problems, what is the short term goal, what is the long term goal. In this case they try to prioritize the information system and they select the best one that has satisfied the organization needs, not the department needs, not the management needs, but the whole organization needs. So, the basic objective of any information system, if at all, they select the information system to be designed which satisfy the organization's requirement. So, that is the reason how it is decided. Once it is decided the information system, so the outcome of planning is a SOW, statement of work, or a planning document that says that this is the information system is going to be designed or modified or extended, existing information system can be extended. This is called this software, the information system requirement, a document, the final outcome of the planning phase and how the work is to be carried out. Some tentative overview of the work, how the process of how completion of this work is done, and these two documents are very important and input to the next phase called analysis. So, what you do in the analysis phase? Analysis phase means you gather requirements from different stakeholders of the information system, who are going to use the information system. Is it the top level, bottom level, middle level? What are the users? Who are the users of the information system? How are they going to use? What type of data they are going to use? What is the logic in the process of the logic in the process? They want to investigate the existing information system. This is known as analysis phase. This planning phase is followed by the analysis of the existing information system. So, first of all they decide what is the objective and goal of the information system, what is the information requirements. So, many people are working on this system with reference to data. There are three things they consider. One is called data, second is process and third is logic inside the process. So, first of all, for example, data, they want to see what type of data are involved in this information system. If you take the example of a student information system, the data is nothing but student data, faculty data, teaching data, grade data, means what type of students takes what type of courses and after all they get a grade. So, this is the data, teachers location, course details, course descriptions, and these are the data involved in the student information system, if you want to design a student information system. Now, next understand, once it is data, then the second one is called process. There are many processes in the system, in the information system, example student information system. What are the processes involved? Let us assume that the objective is to develop a student life cycle management system, information system. In this case, you try to find out what are the steps, major steps involved in this student information system. Students will be admitted. First of all, student apply that time data is collected, then the process is done, and then once the student is applied, then admission will be done, then course will be offered, then they evaluate component will be decided, and once they are evaluated, grade and certificate will be distributed, and then leave the organization or institute, and they become the alumni of the information system. And for example, so these are the various steps of processes of any information system, example student information system. So, you need to understand each and every process of the information system. So, that is called process understanding. So, first we discuss data understanding, then we discuss process understanding. We go detail of the process, how each and every process is involved, and how different people, different object, different users are involved in the process, how they collect data. And the third part is, which is most important, is called the logic in the process, how a grade is calculated, A plus B plus C by 3 or A plus B by 2, how the grade is calculated. This is called the logic of the process. These are the three things you must collect while analyzing the existing system, information system. So, once you know what is the problem, what are the, how the data is collected, what type of data is required, and how frequency the data is required, how volume the data is required, then you go for what are the processes involved in the entire information system, and once you know the detailed process, you find out what are the logic inside each of the process. So, these the three things which are very, the data and the process and the logic in the process. So, the next step is called requirement structuring. You collect data from different way, and then you store data, you write down. How are you going to write down the data? This is very interesting. So, you write down the information whatever you collected in a structured manner, so that other people can understand it, the programmers and the next level of people who are going to take the analysis part and start using for the next phase. So, that is most important. So, that is the reason why they use certain tools, certain well standard tools and techniques by which whatever they collect from the information requirement from different users of the system, they start writing it. How do they write? For example, in case of data, they use entity relationship diagram, how the data is presented, how entity relationship is established, how entities are located, and how there is a relationship between entities, what are the attributes of each entity, how entities are related. So, this is what entity relationship diagram. Then comes to DFD, which is called data flow diagram, used for structuring process of the model, process of the system, information system design. So, in this case with process design, they will use some diagram called system, this data flow diagram. If you see, this is one example of ERD, and this is the example of data flow diagram. Data flow diagram is used in case of structuring the process diagram. So, you find out how the data flow from one place to another place, that is called flow diagram. That flow diagram is very important, and the process flow, the input, output, and what are the steps involved in the process, that is written in a document called data flow diagram, which is very standardized document, which is understood by the entire community of information system development. That is the reason why you should go for a particular system or standard tools. And the last one is called logic in the process. How are you going to write down the logic? You may talk a lot to the information system users, but how are you going to write the same thing in the document, so that all others people who are going to use it understand the same way what you want to be understood. This is the way how information system requirements are gathered and structured as a logic. So, what are the tools used in the logic? Structured chart, decision tree, decision tables. These are a certain tools where you can write down the logic of the process. If you write down the logic of the process in a structured manner like this, so if you see, this is a decision tree. This is another example of decision table. You see, whatever logic you gathered from the information system users, you can easily write in such a way that it is a standard technique, and all other users, all other the system development ecosystem can understand what you are talking, and they follow the same method. So, this is the way how information system is required. So, what are the ways how information is required? So, there are 4-5 popular methods of you collecting data. So, you can talk to the people, interview the people, you can observe what is happening, how the people are using information system, you can inspect records, what are the records are being created by the users. So, and the last one is very interesting, is called joint application design, document inspection, prototyping, use cases. So, the popular methods what generally we use in system analysis design for gathering requirements: observation, you observe what is happening, observe the entire system ecosystem, what they do, how are they doing, every process, every logic of the process, you observe who is doing what type of people are playing what type of roles, and then once you observe you can also talk to the people, because sometimes they you may not observe something which they share their views. So, you talk to them, you find out different type of input from the users, that is another input to the analysis. So, your observation. Second one is record inspection, you go to the records, do not talk to them, do not find out, observe, you just go through the records, what is happening, what type of registers they are maintaining, what type of forms they are maintaining, there is no point of asking them, it is established and it is they are using certain forms and formats. So, go through the forms, go through the registers, go to the design of the forms what they are using, go to the elements of the forms, what are the components of the forms, and then you understand. And the last one which is very interesting is called joint application design. Requirement analysis, sometimes people can't talk, they can't express their view what they require, and the people who are designing the information system, they also do not know what to do, what these people are talking. So, all of them they go together to some people, some places. So, remote places, well, they are out of, means completely they are far away from the organization, they go together. Who goes to there? The system developers, the users who require the information system, the system designer, the system programmers, they means the programmers who write the codes, all of them go together, and then they start talking about the program. They say ask us what type of, they use all type of tools in a room well equipped with different type of systems, and they talk to each other. They say, okay, tell me what you want. They say this is the what which I want. Then they develop a prototype. They say, is it the thing what you want? They say no. Then they refine. Then programmer will say that yes, I can do the programming. Then the design person will say yes, I can do the design. So, in the software coding, all the people will say yes, 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 yes. Then the software, means the requirement gathering is full. When sometimes the people do not know what to tell, how to tell, all those things, and they cannot express. So, by using pictures and all, so by using this joint application design, means the application will be designed taking joint view of the people who are the stakeholders of the system, information system development life cycle. So, all together they decide, there are several sessions, intensive discussions, and they decide that this is what these people want, this is what these people can design, and this is what these people can write programs, and they need 2 days, they need 5 days, they need 10 days. Is it okay for you, user? If user say yes, I am done, then the system is finalized design that has to be programmed, means really it will start, they will start doing the operational software. So, this is another modern way, but the disadvantage of this joint application design are also many. First of all, management must permit all the people to go outside the company and for a long tour, and also they should not be disturbed, and they spend lot of time, and resources are useful. So, if resources are available and management is positive for this type of approach. So, joint application design is one of the most popular approaches so by which you can jointly finalize any information system requirement. Similarly, we will discuss afterwards the prototyping of another system development model. So, JAD is a popular technique, intensive techniques, but also costly affair, and management requirement, it requires management. So, next This is the end of analysis phase. After the analysis, what is the output? The output of analysis phase is a set of requirements. What are those 3 requirements? I told you, data requirements, process requirement, logic of the process requirements. These 3 requirements, what are the documents created? ERD for data, then DFD is for process, and decision tree and decision logic is for logic inside the process. These are the 6-7 documents which are ready, that whatever people are they require, that is now structured in a document, and that document pass on to the design phase. When next we will discuss about the design phase.